Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center. Hey, there we are. Welcome back to the broadcast here at Cal Andrist Field in Crosby, North Dakota. As with everything, electrical components are very delicate at times, and we've had a computer update, and not a good time to update, but no doubt we are ready to go here. Take two. Yeah. Well, Noah, you did get a little bit of notes from head coach Nate Nelson while you were down there. Thanks for suffering through down there while you're down there. But as everything, let's power forward. What did Coach Nelson have to say?
Yeah, he just talked about, first thing he said was, I hope we can just line up for opening lineups in the anthem first. Just the little things. He stressed the little things, and that's going to be a big part of today. And then his big thing was when divides on defense, containment. Especially when you're playing a team of Surrey speed. They got Noah Thiessen, Walhood, he can run it too, Jackson Kraft. Got to contain them, got to keep them inside the field. You let them get outside and you're toast. Yeah, our our Lindsay Grocery coaches comments. Lindsay Grocery located right here in Crosby, North Dakota. Lindsay Grocery, where community meets quality every day. You can find them on Facebook for daily, weekly specials. It's your favorite grocery store. One of my favorites, Devin Lindsay, is owner-operator along with his wife and their staff over at Lindsay Grocery. Do a fantastic job. Thank you for coming on board. We've got a load of sponsors this season. A lot of people are still believing in Game Day Media, and we're believing in all of our sponsors getting this all going forward for us. We're really looking forward to this season. Got a lot of action going on. We currently have a game going on down in Alexander between the Alexander Comets and the new crew in the bunch is the Lewis and Clark Berthold Longhorns instead of the Berthold Bombers, revamping everything. So they're ready to write some new history for the Berthold Longhorns, and it's going to be an exciting season for them. Yeah, I actually was caught by surprise by that when I saw it on Game Day Media. I'm like, the Longhorns? Who the heck is the Longhorns? And then it clicked, the rebrand, and that'll be a fun one to catch their first action as the Longhorns. Yeah, I think Alexander in this 9B section, I think they're going to be right at the top. They have so many weapons coming back. I think they brought pretty much everybody back between the Champion brothers, Jacob Novak, you got Julian Gant, you got receivers all over the place. Trey Jacobson's going to have a loaded season this year. And he kept all the secrets from us right till about 3 o'clock this afternoon when he finally gave us the starting lineup. So if you're tired of listening to Noah and myself, check out our other channel led by Titus Stenberg. We've brought Titus Stenberg on board as our Watford City division expansion is in full swing right now. Titus will be covering close to 5 Watford City games in the AA. We're going to be taking the show on the road down to Bismarck as Watford City will take on St. Mary's. A lot of exciting stuff happening for Game Day Media. But let's get to the point here. The boys in maroon and gray taking on the Surrey Mustangs. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. With that, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this break. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Welcome back to Cal Andrist Field as we are 1 minute from lineups, the anthem, and all that jazz before we finally get down to business and get playing on that field. As we look here at the polls for Division 11, at 1 is the Velva Aggies, 2 the Langdon Area Munich Cardinals,
Dickinson Trinity at 3, EKM at 4, and then Bishop Ryan, our Redeemers, at 5. And receiving votes, Valley City, Harvey Wells County, Shiloh Christian, Killdeer, Carrington, Ray Powers Lake, Mayport CG, and Central McLean, Thompson, and Oaks. Pretty much the whole division receiving votes are ranked. That means there's some people who don't really know who's going to be at the top of that poll come season end.
Well, as long as the Velva Aggies are playing football, they're probably going to be in the top 5 in my vote all season long.
Yep,
so
that's true.
As we prepare for our national anthem here in Divide County, we are going to turn it over to public address announcer Nick Ador for the national anthem and our country store starting lineups after this.
Good evening and welcome to Andrist Field at Divide County High School for tonight's game between the visiting Surrey Mustangs and your Divide County Maroons. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove all headgear, place your hand over your heart and stand at attention as the Divide County Pep Band under the direction of Miss Kayla Pulvermarker honors America with the playing of our national anthem. Great job. Let's give our pep band another big round of applause. Tonight's game will be played under the regulations set forth by the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's our goal that all present display high standards of sportsmanship and good citizenship. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Surrey Mustangs. A senior at corner, number 8, Matthias Richard. A junior, number 10, at linebacker, Hunter Walhood. A junior, number 12, at corner, Colin Volmir. A senior at free safety, number 13, Noah Thiessen. A junior, number 14, linebacker, Jackson Kraft. A sophomore, number 32, linebacker, Gavin Volmir. A freshman, number 77, on the line, Malachi McCormick. A junior, number 69, defensive lineman, Miguel Montedelvo. And a junior, number 88, defensive line, Gavin Kraut. And the Mustangs are coached by head coach Holden Hartley. And now, give it up for your Divide County Maroons! At center, a junior, number 54, Wyatt Locken. At guard, a senior, number 70, Maverick Wolf. At guard, a senior, number 72, Gavin Nygard. At receiver, a senior, number 44, Stockton Nelson. Another receiver, a junior, number 43, Cole Artman. Slot receiver, a senior, number 15, Brady Brown. At slot receiver, a junior, number 5, Weston Peterson. At fullback, a sophomore, number 7, Traven Head. And at quarterback, a senior, number 2, Damon Bowling. Your Maroons are coached by Mr. Bob Brown and Mr. Nathan Nelson and assisted by Dylan Loper.
As we look at our country store starting lineups, we look at the Mustangs. It's Gavin Kraut, Malachi McCormick, Miguel Montevallo, Gavin Vollmer, Jackson Kraft, Hunter Walhood, and Colin Vollmer, Noah Thiessen, and Matthias Richard on the defensive side of the ball. And for the Maroons, it goes Traven Head at quarterback, Brady Brown and Damon Bowling, the running back, Stockton Nelson, the fullback, Maverick Wolf, right end, Gavin Nygaard, right guard, Wyatt Locken at the center, and Wyatt Peterson at left guard, and then Cole Artman rounds it out at the left end, and we are ready to kick off finally here in Crosby, North Dakota. The Northwest Therapy Services kickoff is right here.
Number 43.
It's going to be Cole Artman.
Cole Artman kicking deep for the Maroons and receiving
Number 43 kicking off.
Noah Thiessen for the Mustangs.
And Noah Thiessen set back to return. And here we go. Kick is off.
2025 is underway.
Here
Let's
we go.
go.
Finally. Took long enough. Thiessen taking his time in the backfield, finding his gaps, and he is brought down by a horde of Maroons, and they will start their drive at their own 26-yard line.
On the return, number 13, Noah Thiessen.
And that brings out Hunter Walhood, the quarterback of the Surrey Mustangs.
Stockton Nelson on the stop.
Couple-year starter for these Mustangs. One victory last year. As he looks like he's still on the sideline. Looks like he forgot something. Maybe
Hey,
the football he wanted to use.
It's everybody's first game, Noah.
Yeah,
Give us a break.
Yeah, we also needed a break. We're still figuring our stuff out up here. Yeah, you want to see these Surrey Mustangs get that ball to Noah Thiessen right away. He's going to have matchups on the outside, space to work with. They line up in the pistol to start. Brings Thiessen in motion. Crack toss to the running back, Vollmer, and he is met at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Met up by Traven Head, the quarterback, number 7. We interviewed Traven Head last season in Tioga. He was our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. His grade says 10 and freshman. And he looks like a 30-year-old man. He is a well-put-together man. And what Coach Nate Nelson said about him was he is a weight room junkie. He loves being in the weight room. He goes in and works out on his own, and then he comes in and works out with the team. So you talk about the legacy of Traven Head beginning here at Cal Andrist Field tonight.
Now Walhood finds his receiver for a first down. That is a nice gain there from Colin Vollmer. About a gain of 15.
The Maroons, Brady Brown.
Now they come back to the line at their own 41. Nice passing play from Walhood to get his first completion down. That's always a tone setter for a quarterback. In the gun. Now handoff inside zone to Vollmer, and that is another gain of nothing. This is what the Maroons do. They stop the run.
For the Maroons, Wyatt Peterson on the stop, bringing up second down for the Mustangs.
At their 41 still after a gain of 0 in the huddle. Hunter Walhood controlling this offense. 2nd and 10 in the shotgun. Mustangs like to spread it out. They're showing that motion from Thiessen. End around, stops in the backfield. Snap, toss to Thiessen. Here he's got space, takes the outside, and what a tackle from the Maroons. Stockton Nelson on the stop, the outside linebacker.
Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 coming up for the Mustangs. Still in shotgun. Volmer to the right of Walhood. 2 split out to the left. 3rd and 9, they correct it. And that is incomplete. Looking for Volmer there. And nothing is going. That brings up 4th and 9.
Bringing up 4th down for the Mustangs. Isaac Johnson in on the defense, the Maroons.
They're going to go for it here. 4th and 9 at their own 41. Takes a snap, rolls out right. Head was right there. And now Isaac Johnson, and they push him out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Maroons gave up one 15-yard pass, and then the rest of it, they were stout, and they get the turnover on downs, and here comes the Maroons offense, led by Traven Head.
And Traven Head in on the stop. That'll bring up a 1st down for the Maroons.
And here come the Maroons in their triple option format. Speed option to the right, and the Mustangs are ready for it right off the bat. Brought down by Jackson Kraft.
For the Maroons, number 88 for the Mustangs.
It's going to be a loss of 3 for the Maroons.
Mustang in on the stop, 2nd down.
Here they go again. Head takes it right from the quarterback sneak. Gets about 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and long, about 9.
77 for the Mustangs.
Early on, it looks like the Mustangs have been preparing for this triple option type offense from the Maroons. And if you're the Mustangs, this is exactly where you want the Maroons. It's 3rd and long, where they have to think about passing the rock. Line up again, Stockton Nelson directly behind Head. Motion to the left toss to Bowling, and he is wrapped up at the 40-yard line by Gavin Kraut. That'll bring up a 4th and long, gain of nothing.
By the Mustangs. 4th down and long for divide.
Now a 4th and long. We'll see if this creates the opportunity for the Maroons to pass the ball. Not their favorite thing to do. This is where they've built their program, is on this triple option offense. Motion from Bowling. Fake pass. Now they get it to Nelson on the left. Nelson has space. Gets the 1st down. They open up the passing playbook, and it results in a 1st down.
Complete for a 1st down and a run out of bounds by number 10, Hunter Walhood. But again, not before another divide. County Maroon, 1st down.
First and 10 for the Maroons. 7.5 left to go in this opening quarter of the 9-man North Dakota season. Head under center. Takes the snap. Toss to Nelson. Get him going on the outside again. Cuts back in, but there is nothing going as the Mustangs wrap him up. Matthias Richard was in on the tackle to stop him. It's going to be no gain for the Maroons.
Gavin Crew, brought down by number 88, Gavin Crew.
2nd and 10 at the Mustangs' 29-yard line. Head waiting for his offense to get set. Now looks ready. Motion from Brown. Little end around reverse. Bowling slips a tackle. He's at the 15, puts his head down and gets to around the 8-yard line. Damon Bowling making it happen on the end around.
we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, nice misdirection from the Maroons, and here comes bowling right around the corner. Nice kick out block by number 40, opening up the side, but a good tackle here by the Mustangs, getting them out of bounds, keeping them from the end zone, but now into that Surrey Valley Dental Group red zone.
First and goal from the 9. We'll see if Nate Nelson and the Maroons try to get a little cute here to get it in the end zone. This is where the game really shrinks and gets a lot tougher to get into the end zone.
I'm going to put some money on it that either Stockton Nelson or Traven Head is going to get the ball here.
Head takes the snap, gets it right to Stockton Nelson up the gut for about 3 or 4 yards. Makes it a 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. They give it 2nd and 5.
Nice play, good kick out block by number 72 for the Maroons, Gavin Nygaard. 5'11", 188-pound senior. When I look at this roster, that's what it is. It's a lot of upperclassmen for these Maroons. I feel like Stockton Nelson's been playing football and basketball for like the last 10 years up here in Divide County. He's been starting since he was an 8th grader on the basketball team, contributing. He's a leader of the team, documented by his head coach, and that's got to be quite an honor for Stockton.
Oh, fumble the snap. Head picks it up, gives a stiff arm. He's got the outside, puts his head down, and they're going to call it a touchdown. Traven Head makes something out of nothing for a touchdown for the Maroons.
We take a look at this RTC Network's instant replay. Ball's on the ground, dead play. No, it's not. Traven pushes him into the dirt, puts his 210-pound frame right into number 13 of the Mustangs. Noah Thiessen, the all-region safety for head coach Holden Hartley, and buries him in the end zone for 6 for the first touchdown for the Divide County Maroons of the 2025 campaign.
And the Maroons will kick the extra point. Cole Artman to kick, Brady Brown to hold. Little fake end around to Bowling. Now he throws it to Stockton Nelson for 2 points. Wow, they got fancy right off the bat here in Crosby.
Fancy right off the bat. You called it. Here comes the kick. It's going to be a kick. No, it's not. A little okey-doke here for the fake kick, finding Stockton Nelson in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Your NCC scoreboard, 8 to the Maroons, 0 to the Mustangs. We'll be back after this timeout.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
As we welcome you back to Crosby, North Dakota, Mustangs got the first crack on offense, got 1 first down, and then went turnover on downs, gave it to the Maroons with great field position, and they made it look easy. They got to 4th down. They were in a pass now opportunity. They get it to the Nelson on the little dump off, and he does the rest, and then it's Traven Head, 5-yard touchdown run, and then getting fancy with the 2-point conversion, and the Maroons are up 8-0 on our NCC scoreboard as Artman looks to kick it back off to the Mustangs. Vollmer takes it this time. Maroons are down there in a jiffy, and they get the tackle, gang them up at their own 22-yard line. And here comes Hunter Walhood, looking to keep going after that dot for 15 yards, and then the run game just couldn't get going. But they have the athletes to get to the outside, but run game's got to come at some point.
That's for sure. Yeah, it's early in the season. They're going to try feel each other out. You're going to see what Surrey wants to do. New play caller, new staff on the boys in white coming from Surrey. So they want to try they got the receiver open on the side.
He wanted to throw it, but hesitated. Now dumps it off to Vollmer. Couldn't make a man miss. Nelson with a nice tackle, but positive yards for the Mustangs.
Walhood doing his best Patrick Mahomes impression, kind of tippy-toeing, sidestepping. The old quarterback for the Outlaws, Noah Fredrickson, grimacing up here with that ball, waving up about a foot above his head. But yeah, nice play. Way to keep the play alive. That's probably why he's the quarterback. Maybe one of the best athletes on the team for the Mustangs, and they want to keep the ball in his hands. He's a very good quarterback, and keep everything rolling for them.
And that was a good job, because that's what this Maroon defense wants to do, is suffocate the quarterback. He was able to stay posed and find an open man for 5-yard gain. One back set, shotgun takes a snap, drop back. He's going deep. He wants it. Little underthrown, fight for the ball, tipped away by Peterson.
Good bit of defense from the Divide County Maroons. Number 5, Weston Peterson, is 5'10", 154-pound junior for head coach Bob Brown. Doing a nice job. When in doubt, just knock it down. There's no harm in just knocking it down. Maybe could have made a play on the interception, but ball really hung up. You got a really strong breeze coming out of the northwest up here in Crosby tonight.
That does not favor the quarterback. I can tell you that from experience.
With an rifle arm like yours, that shouldn't affect it. All right.
Brings up 3rd and 5. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. But if you're the Mustangs, you also don't want to abandon the run. You need a run game to open up the pass game. Shotgun snap, gets it. Little read option. He's got nowhere to go. And guess who it is? Stockton Nelson, who gets on him first, and then Wolf comes in to finish him off.
We take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Nice read from the defensive end, number 44, senior Stockton Nelson, able to contain, keep everything inside, pushes quarterback in, gobbles him up, meeting at the quarterback. Nice help from number 2, Damon Bowling, the linebacker position for the Maroons.
So that brings up a 4th and 4. Last possession, they went for it on 4th and 9, and it looks like they're going to keep that same mindset.
You've been in these situations before, 4th and 4 going into about a 25-mile-an-hour breeze. Is it better? They got some coverage here, got some field
Shoulder
opening.
fake, rolling to the right, trying to find somebody across his body, and it's batted away by Weston Peterson again.
Weston
kind of putting straps on Noah Thiessen early.
Yeah, he had a really good buckle down kind of on Revis Island, but Weston Peterson able to make the play as he comes into picture right here, doing a nice job knocking that ball away. Nice pass attempt from quarterback, trying to get it over the head, but now the bad part about that is you're already on your own 28-yard line.
And that's where the Maroons will take over, back on offense after scoring on the last possession. Draven head, under center. Stockton Nelson behind. Bowling in motion. I wasn't sure who got that. It looks like Nelson for a gain of nada.
That faked everybody out,
know,
even our cameraman down there, Owen Miller, coming back. Graduated last May, Owen Miller did, coming back for some more Game Day Media camera work. We also have Aaron Griffin dialing up camera number 2, and we got a newbie in the house, Colton Lenzen, taking care of some of our camera work, coming on board, kind of a mentor session for him this afternoon. So super excited to have all 3 of those guys as our crew becomes one here tonight up in Crosby.
Yep. Now the Maroons will go a little pistol offense here, a little wildcat with Bowling in the quarterback position. Motion from Brown, bad snap above Bowling head, and he just has to get on it, and that is going to be a loss.
As we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay, I'm going to disagree with you, partner. I like the snap a little bit over his head a little bit, but that's a play that you got to make as a quarterback. That's one. It is high, yes, but you're not expecting it. But a little close in that shotgun pistol formation, but it was a nice snap. You got to be able to make that play. Is that up for debate?
Yeah. Takes you off. You practice for so long on the snap, and it's just got to be 100%. And now they go here. He throws it. Oh, Vollmer had an opportunity for a pick that would have went 6. Slips right through the running back's hands. But that'll bring up 4th and very long.
Not a good offensive series for the Maroons as Bowling kind of gets a lot of pressure, not a whole lot of help from the guys up front, and in and out of the hands of the sure-handed number 32, Gavin Vollmer. Heard that name before, Vollmer. That's a big name over in Surrey. There was a Vollmer cousin or brother was our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game in our inaugural season, and boy, did he put on a show in Tioga. He had probably close to 200 yards rushing. He had a phenomenal game.
Risky play there from Noah Thiessen. And then there it is. There's the flag for a face mask. Almost ripped his helmet off, but he caught that punt at about the 2-yard line, one that you think would have bounced into the end zone and gave you pretty good field position, but it works out for Thiessen and the Mustangs.
Well, whether it's a personal foul, you probably get 15 yards tacked on here. We'll see what White Hack Mr. Chuck Huber has to say. First down for the Maroon, or excuse me, the Mustangs.
That was a great job by the Mustangs defense to have the Maroons already almost in red zone territory and then stop them, force a punt, and give your offense some life. Here down 8-0 to the Maroons on the NCC scoreboard. Walhood comes back out with Gavin Vollmer to his left. Noah Thiessen out wide with Weston Peterson on him. Takes the snap, inside zone to Vollmer, and there is no gap anywhere. The Maroons were in the backfield before Walhood even got rid of the ball. That'll be a loss of about 5.
Away by 75, Chase Valverde for the Maroons. Nice stop.
They're going to say that's a loss of 7.
2 minutes and 2 seconds to go here on the NCC scoreboard from Cal Andrist Field in Crosby, North Dakota. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we've moved on as so is Mr. Vollmer heading downfield. Got a lot of room to run on the right side.
There he is. That's the inside zone they've been trying to get to work. Finally found some gap. And that is a nice gain for the Surrey Mustangs to get this offense going.
Your good hands with Gavin Vollmer. Does a fantastic job for head coach Holden Hartley. His assistant coach, Josh Engel, Bo Thompson, Tristan Scheig, Kyler Cullum, and Baden Gilkerson. So new staff for the Mustangs.
Iron some stuff out here.
New look for the Mustangs. Welcome back into 9B football here in Region 3.
After the 32-yard gain, they give it back to Vollmer, and he fumbles. Ball is on the ground, and the Maroons pick it up. That is exactly what you didn't want to do after a momentum play, is give the momentum right back.
So we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Nice handoff right up the middle. Nothing with the exchange there, but just Traven Head's big left arm ripped it out of there for the fumble, recovered by number 54, Wyatt Locken, the 6'3", 219-pound defensive tackle, making his way downfield, helping his buddies out. First down for the Maroons. 1 minute, 37 seconds to go here. Trying to get our scoreboard up. Got a new looking scoreboard here for 2025, but apparently it doesn't have this clock.
Oh, nice.
We'll get her.
And around a bowling, slips the first tackle for a gain of 1. They're really trying to create some space there on that end around.
Good heads up play from Gavin Kraut, the offensive lineman, the defensive lineman, junior, number 88, held his ground. He saw the trap block, stayed home, and is waiting to wrap it up. Did exactly what he was supposed to do. Gain of 1.
Second down, Maroons.
Second and 9. A minute to go here in Crosby, North Dakota at Cal Andrist Field. Head under center, motion from Bowling. Play action fake, fires it out to Nelson. He's got a lot of space to work with. Can he get by Thiessen? Tangles up, and then Vollmer comes to finish it off. But here is the play action working to perfection.
As you take a lot of motion going this way, play action, a lot of misdirection. Nice block from Damon Bowling, keeping the ball upfield. Missed the block to get probably a touchdown in my opinion, but Stockton Nelson, the sure-handed receiver for the Divide County Maroons, gets them all the way down to the 25. Huge gain for the Maroons.
And when you run, that play action is going to work to perfection just like it did there. Toss to Peterson, and he is wrecked there by the Mustangs. Montvallo was there waiting for him.
Miguel Montello and number 8, Matthias Richard. Second and long for Divide.
About a loss of 3. Head under center, bowling in motion. Play action again, dumps it over to Nelson, that first big gainer for the Maroons, and here he goes again. Just get Stockton Nelson the ball, and he will do the rest.
That's exactly right. Real hard runner. Has a lot of miles on those legs, a lot of basketball, a lot of football, a lot of rodeo for Stockton Nelson, a very talented rodeo athlete for Divide County High School rodeo team, as Nate Nelson looks for a timeout. We're going to take our first Nesset timeout. Talk to us about a custom business package now hiring. Visit nessetconsulting.com. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region with fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats. We've got you covered. Come in and experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week and look forward to the opportunity to serve you at Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook at Lindsay Grocery.
Coming back here to Cal Andrist Field. Timeout called there with 5 seconds before the end of the quarter. So we'll get some back-to-back breaks here, but this is a very important 3rd and short to keep moving those chains. Nate Nelson wanted to make sure his offense is ready.
I like the timeout. You got 5 seconds. You got another play with the wind at your back instead of going right into a 20, 25 mile an hour wind. Right. But I do like the timeout call.
And it'll be head under center. Nelson behind him. Peterson and Bowling at the wing spots. Bowling in motion. Head, quarterback sneak. Makes one man miss. Needs to make one more. Little juke. Dives. Touch. Or he's going to call him down at the 1.
Oh.
I'm going to say he stepped out. He was shaking his head right away. But this line judge over here is calling touchdown. And that's going to be depending on the... now they say touchdown. So we will have the 2-point conversion as Traven Head scores it.
From up here we got it, Mr. Johnson, right? Yeah.
It's everybody's first game, even the officials' first game. This should be an untimed down here as clock has expired to 0 on the game clock here in Crosby. Should be an untimed down going for, right now, the extra point.
Yeah, that's what we thought last time too, and then they pulled out some trickery on us. See if they get an actual extra point rep here. Cole Artment back. Brown holds a snap. Kick is on the way. And the kick is good. That'll be a score of 15-0 Maroons lead on our NCC scoreboard. We'll be right back for some second quarter action.
Looking for a powerful new truck at an unbeatable price? Then check out Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston. Right now, get behind the wheel of a 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $499 a month. $499 a month. Or take home a GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab and save a massive $13,000 off MSRP. These trucks are loaded with performance, comfort, and cutting-edge tech, all at rock-bottom prices. Make your way over for a test drive today. Red Rock Chevrolet GMC in Williston.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
And we're back here to Crosby, North Dakota. Maroons making an early statement in that first quarter. 15-0 Maroons on the NCC scoreboard, and it's been Traven Head putting it in for the Maroons both times as he's getting it going on the ground. And now the Mustangs are starting to run out of time to get some offense going, get some points on the board. We'll see if they can change it on this possession. Thiessen and Vollmer back to receive Cole Artman's kick.
Devin Vollmer and 12, Colin Vollmer.
Whistle blows. Everybody's ready. Kick is away. Looks like it's heading to Thiessen. Receives it up the middle. Trying to find his blockers. Makes a nice cut. Slips a tackle. Here goes Noah Thiessen. Wrapped up there by Isaac Johnson at the Maroons' 43-yard line. That's how you get it going.
That was about close to a 35-yard return back. Gathered it right around the 15-yard line and is able to get really upfield. Number 88 for the Mustangs, Gavin Kraut. You better go back and check your block in the back that didn't get called, but it wasn't called, so it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, it was just a little touch in the back, I think. I don't know if it was incidental or he just tripped or something, but it sure looked like a block in the back from up here, but didn't get called.
So at the Maroons' 43-yard line to start this, 1st and 10. Thiessen out wide. Bennett Nelson to be in the slot, or that's Matthias Richard. Fake the bubble, now he's on the go. Walhood running out of time, they're swarming. Dumps it off, and we'll see if that is intentional grounding. It looks like Jackson Kraft was in the area. Will be no call.
There's the quarterback lingo coming out of you. The all-region quarterback for the Outlaws 4 years ago already? 3 years ago?
Trying to age me right now?
You're still a kid yet.
Yeah, you're right.
They didn't have intentional grounding when I was in high school.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Walhood in the shotgun. Inside zone to Vollmer, makes the front line miss and then gets a few extra yards.
Nice run right up the middle from Vollmer. Get good blocking from his guys up front. And that's, a lot of people know that the stats in the scoreboard, in the scorebook, the big rushing yards are because of the Mammoths up front. They got a good offensive line, do a lot of good work for these guys. They open up the holes, they do their job, and the running backs, it's easy when you just got to run through a giant opening like that last play.
3rd and 4, important down here for the Mustangs. Walhood takes the shotgun snap, little read option, and that is going nowhere. Fooled no one, and it'll bring up a 4th and 4.
Nicely by number 2, David Deuce Bowling on the stop.
Deuce Bowling, as public address announcer Nick Ader calls it. I like that one.
I like it.
And we watched Damon do a lot of basketball, or a lot of baseball this spring. He's a phenomenal baseball player. Had a really good region season. The Divide County Maroons had a very good region baseball season this year, coming up just a little bit short down in Watford City at the Rough Rider Center. But there was a nice season for them. Damon, last year, he didn't get to play a whole lot because he had some ankle injuries. I remember him rolling his ankle early in the preseason camps and really hampered him throughout the season.
4th and short. Walhood feeling the pressure again, just has to launch it up, and that is to Damon Bowling, or we should say Deuce Bowling, who's looking to make it 6.
The deuce is loose!
The deuce is loose, and that is going to be 6 for the Divide County Maroons.
We take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Took it from the 36 all the way to the end zone for a 64-yard touchdown run from Damon Deuce Bowling. Good heads-up play from the Divide County Maroons, Damon Bowling. On 4th down and long for the Mustangs, insult to injury, turning it over and letting it go for 64 yards for the touchdown.
That's already 2 turnovers here early on for Surrey.
2 turnovers ended in points both times.
Yep, this one was a little faster than the last.
They're going to get some helmet stickers, no doubt, for these Divide County Maroons helmets. As our place kicker, number 43 for the Divide County Maroons, number 43, Cole Artman, 6'4", 170-pound junior, splits the uprights.
22-0 Maroons lead on the NCC scoreboard. We'll come right back with more Mustangs offense. Coming back into Cal Andrist Field here in Crosby. Maroons look about ready to kick this ball off to the Mustangs. David, when you look at this Mustangs offense, a couple pass plays, they're 2 for 7, 20 yards, so it hasn't been as open. They got a couple good inside zone runs, but where do they find it?
They got to establish that run. You can't fall away yet. It's early in the game yet. You're down 22-0, 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Maybe look at letting that go out of bounds. Good play
and
from
that's what they
Bulmer.
do.
But yeah, you got to establish that run. You get the run going, kind of like what Divide County's done. They've established the run that opened up a play-action pass to Stockton Nelson. I mean, that's textbook football. If you can establish the run and stay true to the run, don't ditch it quite yet. But yes, the wind's at your back right now. You got to get some points going down towards the south end of the field here in Crosby. We'd like to welcome in our KTGO listeners on Flag Family Media, AM 1090, 92.7 FM. If you're driving, please pay attention. Don't watch us on TV while you're driving. Have somebody else watch it and tell you what's going on. Or you can turn over to AM 1090 KTGO or 92.7 or download that handy-dandy mobile app, and you can listen to Noah Fredrickson and David Peterson all season long. We're going to partner up all year. It's going to be a good year, partner.
Oh, yeah. 100%. It's going to be a re-kick here. Artman tries again, and it's going to be the same outcome.
Same outcome. Ball went out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. They're going to push them back probably another 10 yards and have them re-kick it again.
He's getting some reps in here.
Gaining field position by 10 yards a time.
Well, as we look at the field here, the sun's finally popping out. It's been rare to come by today, but it's Friday Night Lights. You got to have a little bit of sunshine before it goes away.
You know who appreciates this 60-degree weather? These guys in the football field right now, battling that 100-plus degree heat all week long. Most likely, I mean, when you played, when it was that hot, was it just a helmet day or was it full pads?
Nope. Half rack. As Thiessen gets it, now he's got opening. One man to beat to get around, and he does. And then he's pushed out at the 40-yard line. So after 3 kicks, the Mustangs finally get it.
We can check this. Watch this, partner here. I think it was number 74 maybe. Look at this block. Oh, we just missed it. We just missed it. I think it was maybe Maverick Wolf or somebody absolutely blew up his person.
Yeah, that was Colin Vollmer on the wrong end of that one. You got to be prepared against these Maroons.
Yeah,
man.
sorry, Colin. But, yeah, it was a nice hit, way to open up the run. But a nice run back. A little bit of extracurricular on that outside part of the out-of-bounds line on the Maroon sidelines here.
That's what starts to happen when one team punches another in the mouth. It gets a little bit chippy. We'll see who responds the best to the chippiness.
That's football season.
Oh,
let them duke it out. You take a look at our ND score feed ticker down on the bottom as Killdeer's up big, 20-0. Park River area 24-6 over Sargent County. Nice heads-up play from quarterback trying to get it to Vollmer and try to extend the play. Nice job from quarterback number 10. Hunter Woolhood.
Yeah, that was another savvy play where there's just nothing going, and instead of taking a sack, he finds a way to get a yard out of it.
We were just talking about that ND score feed app at the bottom. Make sure you submit the scores. We really utilize that. It's a very, very handy tool. If you update your score, it gets right down onto our ticker. And I just saw rolled by was the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers losing 8-2 over the received votes. West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn, Sioux. West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn looking to get back into the playoff picture. They lost a kid. I don't know if anybody knows Walker Broughton at all. He headed over to NDSU and is playing for the Bison. Hunter Tolstead, Trayton Lessman lost a lot of talent. They also lost one of their co-head coaches in Lane Fleur, taking off family decisions, no doubt, going towards the Minot area to be a principal at one of the elementary schools. I love talking with Lane Fleur. He was one of the most intense coaches, such a football brain, and now it's Coach Lee. I haven't heard who the other guy is, but the West Hope Newburgh Sioux are looking to get back into the contention for a state championship again this year.
As that was Gavin Vollmer, who got 8 yards on the inside zone. They're starting to chip away in that running game. Just can't turn it over. They've been able to march down the field, but they've been ending the drives with turnovers.
Got to plug it away. We talked about it right at the break. Don't abandon the run quite yet. You got to establish the run. You want to get everything operating. Then your pass will open up.
Low snap. Walhood takes it. He had Thiessen on the outside, and now he's scrambling. And that That one may be intentional grounding. We'll see. They just call it incomplete.
Outside of the pocket. Did hit somebody in the foot, so.
Take what you can get. But look, as you see Thiessen on the outside, that's one where you, especially with the wind, let it rip.
Let it rip, yeah. Take a shot downfield. Nice pressure. What I've noticed about these Divide County Maroons, there's not a whole lot of solo tackles. It's gang tackle, meet the party at the ball, and they did decide to throw the flag for the intentional grounding.
It looked like Colin Vollmer was in the area, but it was about 8 yards away, so I wasn't sure if they were going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, so that is for sure your intentional grounding there. Outside the pocket, yes. I don't think anybody's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage with 3 Maroons hanging on you.
He just got a little happy feet back there, panicked a little bit, and then couldn't make anything happen. Brings up 4th and 24. We'll see if they got any of those 4th and 24 plays in the bag. Fumbles the snap, runs away from the ball, and that is Maroons football.
Turnover number 3 for the Maroons as we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Ball snap, looking down at his wristwatch on his belt, trying to get the right play. Everybody's set into motion, hands now ready. Low snap, I guess. I can't. Got to give that one to the center. That's the same probably problem as the head over the head.
Going high, going low. It's one you just got to be automatic every time, and they haven't been able to do that. So the Maroons will take over at the Mustangs' 46-yard line. Third turnover for the Mustangs. Here comes Stockton Nelson right up the middle. Great tackle there from Matthias Richard.
Matthias coming out of his cornerback position, another senior on this Mustangs roster. Playing a good defensive back for head coach Holden Hartley. Now the Maroons, they're out of their unconventional huddle. They used to line up in a straight line. From the center, guard was behind them, tight ends were behind them. Everybody was in a straight line, and then they'd get into their formation. I'm looking to see that.
2nd and 6. Head under center. Bowling in motion. Little quarterback sneak up the gut, makes him miss, and gets tangled up there by Matthias Richard, but Traven Head making it happen out there on the field.
He's a perfect quarterback. Reminds me a lot of Easton Eriksmoen just from a couple years ago. Gets really low in his quarterback stance. Very hard to find behind those 6'3", 6'4" offensive linemen for the Divide County Maroons, and is able to spin, move away, get about a nice 10, 15-yard gain for Traven Head.
1st and 10 at the Mustangs 24. The Maroons driving. Fullback dive to Nelson. And he is squabbled up by a few Mustangs. Another gain of 3-4 yards, and you know what they say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That sums up this Maroons offense.
Yeah, it's slow and steady. It's just like, what do they say on Remember the Titans? Anybody out there remember that quote? Use like Novocaine, it just works.
Brings up another 2nd and 6. This is why this Maroons offense is so hard to stop. They line up the same way every time, but there's so many different combinations, so many athletes to get the ball to. And they go another fullback dive. Nelson, 7 yards in a cloud of dust.
That time it was Brady Brown taking the motion the other direction. A lot of misdirection. They got the athletes this year to run this misdirection. They got a three-back formation. They got 2 guys out on the wings, and then they got 1 running back in Stockton Nelson. Probably call him your fullback. Is that probably the fullback position sitting right there? You got Damon Bowling and Brady Brown going back and forth, really, really screwing up the defense. Linebackers having a hard time finding them.
And now they go a little read option. Traven Head slips up. Looked like he had a few blockers out in front of him, but couldn't keep his feet.
He did. We'll blame that on the Turf Monster. The Turf Monster got him there. Nice kick-out block from Brady Brown. As we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, there's the block, there's the edge, kick it upfield, just lost his traction, and down he goes for a minimal gain, if any, for the Maroons.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12. They can still get a first down here without scoring a touchdown. Yeah, I can't blame him too much for slipping. When I was out on the field earlier, I almost did the same thing. It's just the way they cut the grass and outline everything.
Be careful what you say. These Maroons up here take this field very seriously. It's a beautiful, beautiful field as there's a flag
really
on the play. Probably going to be a holding if that penalty is thrown by the referee in the back.
Flag on the play.
Block in the back is the call.
That will back them up.
Penalty is on divide.
Bring up a 2nd and long. Those are those discipline penalties you just can't have, especially when you're inching towards the red zone.
Don't go anywhere. We got 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go before our Bank of Tioga halftime show. We'll go over our stats, talk about scores around the region. Our Bank of Tioga located in Tioga and right here in Crosby. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga.
So they're actually going to decline that penalty. Smart. Loss of 3 on the play brings up 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. Now Bowling's taking the snap.
Wildcat with Bowling at quarterback, rolls out right. He's got Nelson on the
Stockton.
corner route. There it is. Touchdown Maroons. Couldn't have drawn it up better myself.
Nice play as we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. Damon Bowling, a little bit of redemption, able to get that, control that snap. Stockton Nelson taking about a 9-step flags, deep slant right in the corner of the end zone. Perfect pass from Damon Bowling to Stockton Nelson for the 14-yard touchdown. As Cole Artman on to try the point after. That's good.
Making it look easy. As we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 29 and the Mustangs 0. One last look at this touchdown from Bowling to Nelson. Put it on the numbers, and Nelson does the rest. Touchdown Maroons.
Welcome to the Western Education Regional Cooperative Center. We support 33 member school districts across Western North Dakota. Our commitment is to serve schools, teachers, and students. Our staff delivers impactful professional development for educators. We create opportunities for collaboration among districts. We help students engage with regional industries. Let's go to work. Call us at 701-741-3678 for more information.
Hey, welcome back into Crosby, North Dakota. My name is David Peterson alongside Noah Fredrickson as we take a look at some of our sponsors. Some of our sponsors here in Divide County is the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, along with the Tioga Pirates Booster Club, supporting all things Outlaws, Ranchers, and Pirates and Firestorm. Thanks for coming on board with us, supporting your teams.
Kick is away. Thiessen will receive it, looking for his hole. Goes out left, makes a man miss. Look at that speed just on showcase. It looks like he's moving in slow motion. He's going so fast.
We take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. The only way we can slow him down is putting him at 80% on the replay. Here he goes. Nice wall from the Mustangs up the field. Just speed. A nice stiff arm from Thiessen, and down he goes all the way down to the 49-yard line. Already in operating room for the Mustangs on their good side of the field.
The part that really hurts for the Mustangs right now is Thiessen has done that 3-4 times already on each kickoff, but they haven't been able to do anything with the field position because they turn it over.
That's the reason why he's an all-region player is Mr. Thiessen. He's a very talented player, fast player, strides it out, gets him out in the open. There's probably not a whole lot of people that are going to catch him.
Walhood in the shotgun. Vollmer to the left. Inside zone, looking for something. There is nothing. And the ball came out. Maroons go on top of it. We'll see what the refs decide to do here. That looked like one where they might need the RTC Network's instant replay.
Wow, let's go. So we take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. tackle. I don't know if there's any gain. Couldn't quite see it. Our cameraman, Owen Miller, doing the best he can with what he's got. Ball was definitely on the ground, no doubt, but down by contact called by the officials.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Another shotgun snap coming here for the Mustangs. Takes the snap. Outside zone with Vollmer now, looking to showcase his speed. Nice tackle by Johnson to make that a lot shorter than it would have been. About a gain of 6 for Gavin Vollmer. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs at the Maroons' 43-yard line. Looking to get points on the board before halftime. Matthias Richard in motion. Walhood takes it out to the left, looking to showcase some speed. Just gets the first down, just enough speed. Weston Peterson came in for the tackle, but a little too delayed. First down, Mustangs.
First down for the Mustangs.
Now at the Maroons' 39-yard line. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Mustangs putting a little drive together. Walhood takes a snap. Little play action. Again, he's got nowhere to go. This suffocating Maroons defense sacks him in the backfield yet again. As he gets the snap here on the RTC Network's instant replay. Tried to go a little play action fake here. And just look at it right away. 4 Maroons ready to bring down Walhood, and 2 of them do. And that is a loss of 11 yards for the Mustangs.
Just you could see that closing speed from Stockton Nelson, just turn it into next gear and able to capitalize on that play. Getting some looks at the college football level. I think Minot State's maybe a little bit interested in him. They've taken a liking to his football play style. I would too.
Walhood gets a little halfback screen to Vollmer, and there is Stockton Nelson making a name for himself tonight and the season opener on offense and defense.
So take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay coming into that middle linebacker position. You can see him sneaking right into position, drops back into pass protection coverage, and just flies to the ball. There's some things that you can teach, and there's some things you can't teach, and some of the instincts that he has is just unteachable. You either have that as a linebacker or you don't, and he's just got a nose for the ball.
Brings up 3rd and 19. See if they take a shot to Thiessen. It's going to be a timeout called on the field as we take a Nesset timeout. Looking at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 29 and the Mustangs 0 with 1:36 left to go here in the first half. We'll be right back.
Continental Resources is proudly independent and fiercely pro-American energy. American-produced oil and natural gas will play a critical role in America's and the world's energy future. So will we. We are deeply invested in our communities in North and South Dakota, Montana, Oklahoma, Wyoming, and Texas. Visit CLR.com for job opportunities. We are Continental Resources, America's energy champion.
Welcome back into Game Day Media here in Crosby, North Dakota. Both teams getting ready to come back out on the field. We're looking at Stockton Nelson cramping up a little bit on the field. Makes sense. He's been all over. Roaming on defense, making plays on offense, putting it all out there for the Maroons and his team. And I look at the Mustangs. You got Noah Thiessen one-on-one versus Weston Peterson. I feel like this is 3rd and 19. You got to take that.
You got to take that
Let him
shot.
fly.
Hook and ladder.
Hitch, hook and ladder. It works. Matthias Richard gets it.
And guess who?
Stockton Nelson.
Stockton Nelson wipes him out. Good play call. I like the play call out of the timeout from Coach Hartley. It was there. It was just closing speed from Stockton Nelson, able to capitalize on being a good football player. He read it the whole way. He saw it. Nice hit from the back, but able to absolutely wipe him out for short gain. Are they going to go for it? They went for it in first down in the first quarter. You got to think that they're going for it on this one.
I feel like they don't want to punt it. They're going to take their chances. 4th and 10, another big one. Haven't been able to convert one yet, but tides can change. Letting the clock wind down a little bit in case they don't. Don't want to give the Maroons a bunch of time to mount some more points up on that board. That's going to be a timeout called by the Mustangs. Holden Hartley waited for that clock to wind down for another Nesset timeout. Looking at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 29, the Mustangs 0.
Play your cards right and shop the savings and selection at Prairie Home Furnishings in Stanley. Browse a wide selection of furnishings for every room in your home. The latest styles and trends and comfortable quality furniture. And it's all at reasonable prices. Plus, they have a great selection of flooring and bedding as well. High quality and reasonable prices make Prairie Home Furnishings the place to make your house a home.
Make sure to shop at Prairie Home Furnishings. We deliver everything your home deserves.
42 seconds left to go in this first half as we're back here in Crosby. 4th and 10. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what Coach Hartley has come up with to keep these chains moving. Thiessen in motion. Walhood gets it.
Got him on the corner.
Little trickery here. Thiessen had him right away. Now he's got to make something happen. Makes Nelson miss. Here comes Thiessen. Juke. And he just comes up short, about 4 yards short. And that'll be another turnover on downs for the Mustangs.
He had him here. He had I believe it was number 12, Colin Volmer, the tight end, streaking down the field, unable to get the ball out of his hands. And again, the closing speed from the Maroons. Traven Head, number 70, also in there. Maverick Wolf, 6'2" senior, coming out of his defensive end position, wiping him out. 31 seconds to go. Are you happy with the lead? You taking a knee going to the halftime?
I'm an aggressor.
You're an aggressive quarterback.
Keep going. Keep piling it on if you can.
Try not take a knockout blow. They got 2 timeouts left here. Does
that was Gavin Nygaard short getting onto the field, but now he's here. 31 seconds. Damon Bowling drops back, fakes. Now he wants to run it. Gets out of bounds. Gain of maybe 2.
Pushed out of bounds by number 14, Jackson Kraft, coming out of his linebacker position. Nice looking junior for head coach Holden Hartley in his first full 2 quarters of varsity football. No stranger to the game. Graduate of Surrey High School back in 2013. Did a lot of coaching in the junior high and elementary ranks, so he probably knew these kids.
Oh, yeah.
Went through his program early and often, so he knew what he was getting when he got the position.
Bowling dumps it down to Traven Head, a little fullback screen, and now here comes Head, just rumbling, tumbling all the way to the Mustang 39-yard line.
Looking to clock it. Nate Nelson doing his best Dan Marino impersonation. Clock, 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 trying to get the ball. The clock does stop on first down plays in high school football. As soon as it's set and ready, there it goes. The clock's going to go. Look for a set play right here. Incomplete pass from Traven Head with 13 seconds. Good clock management from the Maroons on that play.
Spike the ball, pretty much a timeout.
2 seconds burned off the clock from the time they spotted the ball till the time they touched down. So now kind of opens up a little bit. You got 2 kids that are playing quarterback for. Good luck on your stat sheet, my man.
Yeah, we talked about this before. It gets a little hectic when there's 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, you got Traven Head back in the quarterback position, who was the starting quarterback. And then you have Damon Bowling, Deuce Bowling coming in, looking like he's going to get the snap here, looking for maybe Stockton Nelson across the middle again.
Bowling rolls out left. He's got space to work with, opens up, tosses, came off the fingers weird. That's a punt. And then he fumbles. What is going on down there?
I think they're calling it an incomplete play, and I think Nate Nelson's looking at Damon Bowling going, what are you doing? Here he goes. He rolls left and tries to get some ground, gets a lot of separation. Ball goes up, comes weird out of his hands, severely underthrown. That's a I don't think that was the right call from Matt Bowling, Matt Liebel, the back judge here in Crosby. Didn't quite have the catch. He definitely got it, but you say a air quote football move.
Yep.
I don't think he made a football move.
By the time he made his football move, he no longer had the football.
Right.
Well, after all that, and Maroons get one more chance here with 1 second.
Good bit of clock operating from the hometown clock. 1 second on the clock.
Play action bowling. That's a face mask.
Gets shovel pass
to Brown. And there is the flag that comes out, so they will have
so we take
one more opportunity.
Take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Brady Brown in motion both ways as Damon Bowling drops back in the pocket. Just missed the face mask from our camera work, but able to get the ball away. There should be an untimed down if it is an unintentional face mask. I don't think it's a personal foul by any means, but it's probably one of those less severe face mask penalties.
As they hash it out.
Maybe get 10 yards from the spot of the foul or 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Let's listen in.
Face mask on the Mustangs.
One untimed down. He signaled first down, but
An untimed down.
a little bit more manageable here for the Divide County Maroons as Ben Schaefer, the side judge, Matt Liebel.
They don't think Cole Artman can hit a 48-yard field goal from here?
Why not? See what you're made of. Low snap.
Bowling, stiff arm, spin move, gets out of it. He's got to get rid of the ball, though. Just overthrew Brady Brown, and Cole Artman was also there, but that's going to do it for our first half here in Crosby, North Dakota. As we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 29, the Mustangs 0. Stay tuned. When we come back, it'll be the Bank of Tioga halftime show.
Game 1 powers your team, business, and community with athletic apparel, uniforms, company gear, and event apparel. Featuring screen printing, embroidery, and the brands you trust. Game 1, the brand behind your brand.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com. This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn, where good food meets great company.
Tioga welcomes you to discover new opportunities. Here in the heart of oil country, our businesses fuel the region's oil and gas industry, and our workforce is the lifeblood of these businesses. That's why our many great companies always welcome new talent to help them sustain the industries they support. These high-paying careers, combined with the area's low cost of living, make it easy to see why so many choose a career in Tioga.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous, fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
Growing family, the City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC. Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, cap string flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Hey everybody, welcome into the Bank of Tioga Halftime Show. Two convenient locations in Crosby and Tioga, North Dakota. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga. Well, David, first let's look at the home team on the scoreboard, the Divide County Maroons. We look at their total team offense, 156 yards, 55 rushing, 101 passing. They're averaging about 3 yards, 2.9 yards per rush. That's kind of underwhelming. When you look at the score, you kind of would have thought that was a little more. But 20.2 yards per pass. They're doing a great job of suffocating the defense in and then hitting them with the play action, and their guys are wide open.
Yeah, and Damon Bowling is getting a lot of credit for those touchdown passes, as he should. He found Stockton Nelson in the back of the end zone. Perfect pass. It was either going to be caught to him or go out of bounds, and it was an absolute perfect play for the Divide County Maroons. But, yeah, I'm really surprised by the stats. I would thought it would have been more of a very rush-heavy. I'm very impressed with what they're doing with their offense. When I saw that Traven Head was going to be the quarterback, I said it's going to be 150 yards rushing and 3 yards passing.
Yep.
And it's been anything but.
Yeah, they're doing their work, both rushing and passing, and surprisingly more passing. But as we look at the individual stats going on right now, Stockton Nelson leading the Maroons right now. 4 catches for 74 yards and that touchdown. Just doing it all over offensively and defensively. And then Traven Head also had a catch for 27 yards. So the guy that plays quarterback also has a reception from Damon Bowling, because that's where it gets a little funky here is Damon Bowling's passed for 45 yards and a touchdown, and then Head is passed for, do the math, David. You're the math guy.
Got too much stuff going on over here.
56 yards, I think.
56.
I think that's correct. So it's kind of been a balanced attack between the quarterbacks. And then as we look at the rushing stats, Damon Bowling, 5 rushes for 10 yards. Brady Brown, 1 for -3. Stockton Nelson, 6 carries, 20 yards. And then Traven Head, 6 carries, 31 yards. And Weston Peterson had 1 carry that went for -3. No turnovers for the Maroons, and that helps them in their 29-0 score here at half. But as we flip the page over to Surrey, 82 total team yards, 52 coming on the ground, 30 in the air. They just haven't been able to really find anything, especially Noah Thiessen has 1 catch for 7 yards, and Vollmer has 3 catches for 8, and Colin Vollmer has 1 catch for 15. And they've been trying to get that inside zone working. They had that 32-yard run for Gavin Vollmer that was like, all right, here come the Mustangs. And then in the next play, they turn it over and give it right back to the Maroons.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job. I like what they're doing. Again, we talked about it earlier in the game. Just stay true to what you're doing. Stay true to your running game and don't abandon it quite yet. You're down 29-0. You want to establish a run. Also, you had some tryout stuff maybe for the kids to see what they made of. This is probably first contact for a lot of these kids. I mean, that's what Nate Nelson, in our pregame meetings that we had with him, this is our first live action. We're not really sure what we're going to get quite yet out of our kids, but no doubt the Mustangs will get it dialed in. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in halftime. We do have something new. Skin by Legacy out of Minot with offices now in Tioga, North Dakota, and open in Stanley on Wednesdays is our Skin by Legacy Faces in the Crowd. And look at that little guy here, probably looking at his first Divide County Maroons football game. If you want to go in and get a consult visit with Sarah Rice and the gang over at Tioga at the office, right on Main Street in Tioga, North Dakota, is Skin by Legacy. Open in Tioga on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Wednesdays, now accepting patients in the Stanley office, and that's Skin by Legacy. Thanks for coming on board with us. But as we take a break, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in our Bank of Tioga halftime show. We'll be back with some more information after this quick break.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, capstring flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Bringing it back to the Tioga Medical Center sports desk, we want to take a moment to bring up our Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight here of Stockton Nelson, who has 4 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown, and along with 6 carries and 20 yards on the ground. He is a Red Rock Auto Player Spotlight. Red Rock Auto is fast and reliable service and car shopping made easy. For specials, new and pre-owned inventory, visit redrockchevygmc.com today.
Yeah, thanks to Red Rock for coming on board. A lot of new things here on Game Day Media. If you're tired of listening to myself and Noah, make sure you tune on to the other Game Day Media channel. We got a good one down in Alexander between the Alexander Comets and the Lewis and Clark Berthold Longhorns from Comet Field. A lot of excitement down in Alexander. I think those boys are going to have a very good season, led by Jacob Novak, Jason, and Colt Champion, Jaden Champion, Julian Gant, the crew. They're going to have a phenomenal season this year. I think they're going to make a lot of noise in that region for 9B football.
Yeah, and talking about the opening weekend here of North Dakota high school football, there's one game tomorrow all the way in northern Cass on the east side of the state. I think it's like Hunter, North Dakota or something.
That's right. Yeah,
that's where the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws are heading to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars, and I think that's what the opening week is meant for, is just teams from complete opposite directions of the state to meet up and get to know each other and see what it's like on either side of the state.
Yeah, it's not preseason by any means, but it's a kind of a good test to see where you're going to be. Northern Cass kicks out a lot of very good talent for the Jaguars, I believe is what they are, getting votes a lot in the state, and it's a chance to see what your team can do, maybe without letting out a lot of the cat out of the bag, because there's maybe not a lot of eyes watching that first game. But you can watch it. It's on yourliveevent.com. You can find them on YouTube or Facebook. Support your Outlaws. But, yeah, really looking forward. There's a young nucleus of players. Jace Becker attended the Easton Stick quarterback camp this summer down at NDSU. They have Ty Barman, in my opinion, probably one of the biggest up-and-coming football players in North Dakota, just a freshman, folks. And then you have Blake Bergstrom, a lot of basketball names. Blake Bergstrom, you got Brody Siner. You got a lot of talent from Powers Lake. I think Oakley Grubb is going to have a huge season for them this year.
That's who I'm really excited to see, is Oakley Grubb. He didn't get to play basketball last year because he suffered an injury during football season, but now he's getting back to competition, and he's RB1. Him and Jace Becker is going to be a fun duo.
It's going to be an incredible duo. They lost a big one last year in second-team All-State in Cody Rice, heading over to BSC for school. Talked with Cody a little bit, asked him, hey, you going to play any football at all in Bismarck? He goes, I'm graduated. I'm done with football. I'm happy with my career, and hats off to Cody for an outstanding football season. But no doubt, I think the Outlaws are going to have a phenomenal season this year. You got the RPL Outlaws, you got the Bishop Ryan Lions. Heard there's some news breaking between the Bishop Ryan Lions. Maybe the Velvet Aggies could be back up there. You got the DLB Lakers, kind of a sleeper this year. We're going to be covering a lot of Stanley games. If you haven't heard, if you live under a rock, Ben Henoch is a good football player. He's getting just about every single country or college in the country after him as a D1 player. I'm not kidding you. Auburn, Alabama, Notre Dame, Indiana, SEC schools. So a lot of talent. Looking at the tight end position, it's going to be fun covering the Stanley Blue Jays this year. That's going to be a loaded region for 11A football.
Aren't you just happy football's back, baby?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say this is the best day of my life because I've had a lot of good days, my marriage, my kids, all that kind of stuff. But opening weekend of football is right very close to that.
Doesn't get much better than this as we are getting ready to start our second half. Shout out Northwest Therapy Services as we're ready to kick this one off. Third quarter action coming to you. Little onside kick out of bounds.
Right over to the coach, and that's going to be a illegal procedure re-kick. They're going to have it placed probably 10 yards back. You take it from the spot, you get it at the 35-yard line. You're pretty good field position already. From where it went out of bounds, looks like it was right at about the 47-yard line. I'd decline that sucker. Yeah,
they're going to say thank you for that field position. We'll take it.
Right at midfield potentially. But, yeah, the Outlaws, if you take a look at our schedule, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel on GameDay Media ND on YouTube. We're sitting right around 3,400 subscribers. Subscribe to it. You don't want to miss any action. We got 3 games coming at you in a couple of weeks. We got Watford City football on one channel. We got Randy Peterson taking a crew. Myself and Noah Frederickson will be covering some other games. It's going to be an exciting year of football. His Mr. Red Rock Spotlight player, first call.
Right up the gut for 10-yard gain and a first down. He just hits that hole so fast where the defense has no time to react, and by the time they realize what's going on, he's 5 yards down the field.
Yes, for sure. He's a good-looking football player. Like I said earlier, I think Minot State's maybe after him, and why wouldn't you be with his stature? They probably see the frame and say, we can work with that.
As they hit the same play again, there's a flag on the field. Right now it's about a gain of 9 yards. Let's see what the call is.
Another face mask on the defense.
That will help out the Maroons.
Spot foul. Automatic first down is all it was. Gave him a 1 yard. Wasn't that bad of a penalty.
First down for the Maroons. Now at the Mustangs 29. Bowling in motion. And they hit the same play again. Nelson finds a space. He's got to beat Thiessen. Thiessen's able to wrap him up around the 5-yard line, say 6.
Let's take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. It was either Thiessen or a touchdown, and the all-region player for Surrey Mustangs, Mr. Thiessen, now limping off to the sideline. That's a tough play to make. Open field, one-on-one, as camera got him right at the very last second, trying to wrangle him down. Was able to get him outside of the end zone.
Bring up 1st and goal, 6 yards for the touchdown. Traven Head under center. Peterson in motion. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. He's just going to take it, and he's going to score. Traven Head, they can't tackle him.
Well, when you live in the end zone like that, carrying 2 people around isn't that big of a deal for you, as Traven Head gets one into the end zone for the Divide County Maroons, extending their lead to 35-0. As we take a look here at the RTC Network's instant replay, as Traven Head in the middle of it, and Brady Brown saying, next play, give me the peg to set the ball on for the extra point.
It was just such a slow-moving play, and he just found himself in the end zone. Cole Hartman for the extra point. Puts it up. And puts it in. As we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 36, not slowing down, and the Mustangs 0. 10:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back after this break.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you by
TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we care for our community with compassion and excellence. We are proud to be named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the nation. You can count on us today and tomorrow. Call now to schedule your next visit.
Bringing it back here, Crosby. Sun is slowly starting to go down. The lights are bright, and this is Friday Night Lights, David.
Friday Night Lights is back on Game Day Media. We've been waiting since March for this to come on.
It's been a long wait.
It's been a long spring. We did a little bit of baseball. You finished year number 2 at Minot State, going back for year number 3, going into broadcasting. I think it's going to be a good fit for you, partner.
Yeah, I hope so. Little pooch kick here.
So does the tuition bill.
Richard with a nice juke move gets caught from behind by the Maroons. He'll go down at the 48-yard line. There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, I saw it too. Side judge over there, I think that's Mr. Ludlow from Williston, able to see that face mask. I saw it all the way up here. Preliminary call on the Maroons' face mask. Be an automatic first down for the Mustangs. We've entered into a running clock. It was running throughout our timeout break. Must be a new rule.
And if you're Coach Holden Hartley right now, you're down 36-0, first game of the season. What are you telling your team to kind of instill something? They just need anything.
You need to get an offensive possession here. You need to get a possession. You need to get a touchdown. And the other thing I'm really looking for, I'm telling my whole staff, I want to see if anybody quits. That's what I'm looking for, seeing what you're made of. When the tough gets going, go and get tough. It's 36-0, 8 minutes to go. What are you made of? Are you going to roll over and die, or are you going to continue to fight here? They're definitely looking to fight.
Walhood doesn't want to roll over and die.
What a catch.
It looks like the ball came out at the end, and Thiesen's feeling it. Again, whatever's going on with his body right now, but there's 2 flags.
So we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay. What a pass from Mr. Quarterback Hunter Walhood right on the outside back corner. Was able to catch it, lost it right at the end, but you're going to tack on a couple more yards as we find out what the flag from White Hat. Pass interference on the defense. Always feels good as a receiver to catch that ball while they have pass interference going on.
But you could just tell Hunter Walhood threw that with confidence. We haven't seen a lot of throws with confidence, but that one got to his back foot and let it fly. Put it right on the money, and Mustangs looking to make something out of nothing right now. Walhood in the shotgun. Vollmer to the right. Inside zone play. Bottled up by the Maroons. Pretty much the whole defense besides Weston Peterson out there for a gain of nothing.
32 for the Mustangs. Gavin Vollmer stopped by basically the entire defense of the Maroons.
It's a good call there. Basically stopped by the entire defense from the Divide County Maroons, and that's about right, too.
Yep.
Next week, we get our first look at the RPL Outlaws as they welcome in Turtle Mountain, the Braves, all the way from up by the Belcourt area, coming down into another non-region counter game. I believe that game will be over in Powers Lake. And on the other channel, we'll get to see Alexander again as they take on the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers as a beautiful pass from Colin from quarterback Walhood to number 8.
I think that might have been number 6, Tyler Delby.
As we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay, we want to make sure we get the credit to the right person as number 6, partner, Eagle Eyes from way up here. Number 6, Tyler Dalby, the wide receiver sophomore for the Surrey Mustangs. Beautiful pass from number 10, Hunter Walhood. Put it right on a dime for his partner in the back corner of the end zone, getting 6 on the board for the Mustangs. There's that no quit. That's exactly what we were talking about. No quit in the Mustangs.
And I think Tyler Delby just gained some more playing time because he hasn't seen too much of the field thus far. Gets put in for the hurt Thiessen and makes a name for himself.
Yeah, you got hands like that, you end up on the field more often. See if they can get this point after try. 2-point conversion.
Walhood goes out left, and he's taken down by Head right away. Just no time to operate whatsoever. As we look at that ending to the Delby touchdown to finally get the Surrey Mustangs on the board. As we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 36 and the Mustangs 6.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Bringing it back here after the Mustangs finally get on the board with a jump ball to Tyler Delby. Gets his name in the book with about a 20-yard touchdown. And that's just one of those plays the Mustangs needed in this second half. It was a long first half for them, but they finally get points on the board here and instill some confidence into the team.
I like the play call. You know, let it fly, let it hang out. You got nothing to lose. You're down 36-0 at the time, able to get one into the end zone as they try a little onside squib kick down by Traven Head, right at his own 36-yard line.
And if you're Nate Nelson and the Maroons, you're just 15 minutes left in this game, ground and pound. 3 yards in a cloud of dust like we talked about earlier. Because we did hear from Nate Nelson in that pregame meeting. They had some new stuff on offense that they were thinking about kind of throwing out there, but when you're already up 30, I'm not sure you want to put any of that on film.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to get it on film. I want to maybe look at getting some of the reserves in, get a little bit of time for them to see what they can do, because I think the Divide County Maroons can maybe make a good playoff push. And if they can make a playoff push and somebody gets hurt, you want to see what everybody else in the backup positions can do. But what am I doing challenging and questioning Nate Nelson and Bob Brown, right?
Well, they went with a jet sweep to Weston Peterson for a loss of yards, 5 yards, I'd say. And he's still down on the field. I'm thinking by the reaction, it must be a cramp for Weston Peterson.
That time of year?
Yeah.
Cramping year. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by...
We are Brian and Eric Johnson, your agents with Investors Advisor Group at LPL Financial. We are here to ensure the success of our clients every step of the way. We can help you with meeting your financial goals along the way. Give us a call at 701-572-3246 to arrange an appointment today.
Looks like Weston Peterson will be all right as we come back here. Clock is rolling again. Maroons on offense, 2nd and 16 after the loss of 6. Isaac Johnson will check into the game for the Maroons. There's one of those reserves you were talking about. See if they give him the rock, see what he can do. Traven Head under center. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Johnson in motion, fullback dive with Nelson. They have not been able to stop it all day. And that'll be about a gain of 11.
It's a heavy dose of Stockton Nelson for the next 13 minutes and 44 seconds. Between him, Traven Head, Damon Bowling, a nice three-headed monster for these Divide County Maroons. Super impressed by these guys on this opening round, able to put up 36 points in 2.5 quarters.
Yep. They've been a well-oiled machine all night. Johnson in motion again. Another fullback dive with Nelson breaking away. Thiessen makes another great open field tackle. Nelson felt that one a little bit. He's still down.
Like he maybe took one in the thigh. Nice open field tackle, able to get him onto the ground. No, it's that pesky right calf.
Yeah, hoping just a cramp. At first it looked like he was pointing towards that knee, but
yeah,
now they're stretching out that cramp. You wonder how much more they're going to give to Nelson when they're up 30, getting into the fourth quarter here. Kind of want to save your guys from themselves, you know.
The last thing you need is any kind of injury. Stockton's played with injuries throughout his whole career, no doubt. He's had some hand injuries. He's a cowboy. He's a tough, hard-nosed kid. He represents everything that Divide County Maroons football is. As for right now, he's hobbling off the field. I would almost pull his helmet and say, young man, you've done enough.
Yep. Got to save these athletes from themselves.
But then again, you're a senior in high school.
It's true.
Let the kid play.
Yep.
You know, no doubt he probably wants to go back in there. He doesn't want to see anybody else get those rushing yards that he's accustomed to getting.
Yeah, here I am saying this when I would be ticked off when my coaches would pull me in the third quarter. So I can't be a hypocrite.
It's a double-edged sword. It is the thought process of getting your kids out that are to keep them healthy. But why penalize them? Not penalize, but why take them out because they're beating a team? You know what I mean? Like it's a hard, what's the better, the lesser of two evils almost, I guess I would say.
But that also gives Jake Reisted an opportunity to get some carries here as he goes for 6 yards on that one, filling in for Stockton Nelson.
Stockton needs to find some pickle juice maybe, get some pickle juice into his body.
Yeah, he's all smiles down there. That's good to see.
Nice vantage point from here at the Maroons Cal Andrist Field. New press box, maybe 2 seasons old. I remember doing a broadcast in the bleachers before the press box was even available. We were in the bleachers doing a radio play-by-play for KTGO as, believe it or not, that's quarter number 3.
As we look at the NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 36, the Mustangs 6. We got one more quarter to go on this opening night of 9-man football here in North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union Insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated is a proud supporter of the Tioga Pirates. supporting the Bakken with hot oil and water hauling services. For your service needs, call our dispatch office at 701-664-2016 today.
Modern Dental, with offices in Tioga, is here for all your dental care needs. Doctors Amber Wentz, Eric Melland, and Christian Melland provide trusted care for the whole family. We're open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 4, and accepting new patients now. Modern Dental, your smile, our priority.
Bringing it back here, the Maroons carrying it up the gut yet again for a gain of 8 yards. That's Reisted, Jake Reisted, the newcomer, making a name for himself right now.
Good tryout for Mr. Reisted. See what he's made of here in quarter number 4. Probably going to get a bulk of the carries as Stockton Nelson is helmetless on the sidelines along with Deuce, Damon Bowling.
Yeah, they look like they're thinking our work here is done. We'll let the young bucks take it from here, but head is still under center right now. Motion man. Read option, head takes it. Thiessen's got to make a tackle on head now, and he cannot. Traven Head heads into the end zone.
We take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay. Traven Head right at about the 20-yard line, 19-yard line. Ball's put out, gets a little shimmy and a shake, and that is a tough task, is to take down the 6'1", 210-pound quarterback for the Divide County Maroons, and Traven Head, a nice-looking football player for head coaches Nate Nelson and Bob Brown.
Yeah, he's got great size to him, and he can just get lower than everybody else.
5'10", 208, according to the program.
And Artman puts in the extra point. As we look at that NCC scoreboard, the Maroons tack on 7 more, 43-6. As we look at Traven Head one more time, read option, finds the gap, one-on-one with Thiessen, and he puts him away for 6 more for the Maroons. And we'll be right back with some more fourth quarter action.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake serves Burt County and the surrounding areas with a full suite of financial services. We are committed to being your bank of friendly service. Liberty State Bank, FDIC insured. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
But
43-6 on our NCC scoreboard. Maroons making a statement here week 1 against the Region 3 opposers, Surrey Mustangs, as the Maroons kick it off. And that's Noah Thiessen taking it back. Been great on the returns today. Gets to about the 34-yard line this time. Yeah, David, we're at that point of the game where everybody's getting up a little slower each play.
A little bit slower. Yeah, now we have on the ground. Can't see it, but we're going to keep it right here and pay attention, pay homage to some of our great Game Day Media sponsors like Faith Baptist Church up in in Kenmare, North Dakota. Faith Baptist Church, pastored by head coach Mike Fraunfelter of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Has a nice podcast out there as well. The other one is a new one to Game Day Media, is this very team in town, the Divide County Quarterback Club, established in 1971, giving kids opportunities in the Divide County area, as Nate Nelson is not a happy camper. Asking why. Stockton, what are you doing? We'll keep it right here. We'll talk football. Nate Nelson called time. I think he was at about the hash mark before he called timeout, and Ben Schaefer said, I guess it's going to be a timeout for Divide County. But, yeah, not happy with something out there. Maybe a player short, but maybe wondering why Stockton Nelson is out there.
That's what I was wondering. So, looks like they're going to keep him out there, though. Give him some more reps on the defensive side of the ball. To each coach their own.
Right. We're up here. We don't wear makeup quite yet, but yeah. We're up here calling football games. So, yeah, Game Day Media, we got a good lineup of football this year. Super excited to have Titus Stenberg come on board with us, calling some Watford City and Alexander football games down in Watford City. First action for them, I think, is September 5th between Devil's Lake and Watford City.
Vollmer gets the inside zone, making some people miss. Got the first down, getting to the 50, ends up at the Maroons' 49-yard line. About a 17-yard run there for Gavin Vollmer.
I stand corrected. Our Wahpeton at Watford City is our first broadcast from the Rough Rider Center down in Watford City. Super excited for that. Super excited that Titus has come on board with us as our main play-by-play down in the Watford City area. Along that week is Velva versus Stanley, the state champs, #1 team in state, taking on the Stanley Blue Jays. New head coach for the Blue Jays, Jackson Lorenz, I believe his name is. Interested to see what they can do. Lost Drake Slosher to NDSU, and that's big shoes to fill.
Oh, that's tremendously hard shoes to fill.
Big, hard shoes to fill. Filling in athlete for Drake Slosher, taking his talents over to Fargo for NDSU. But our first look at the Stanley Blue Jays. Following that, September 12th, they'll be back in Watford City with the Williston Coyotes taking on the Wolves down in Watford City. Stanley at Tioga. That's going to be at Stanley because Tioga doesn't have a football field. There's no grass on it quite yet, in the middle of a renovation.
New running back here in for the Mustangs. That's Bennett Nelson, who gets enough for the first down.
And then we have volleyball. Haven't published our official volleyball call sheet yet. Trying to make some corrections and changes, staffing arrangements to see who's going to go. Randy Peterson is using all of his vacation days on Game Day Media early. He's taking a trip down to Nashville, Tennessee. So we might call him.
Beginning his country singing career? Is that what he's going down there for?
Maybe so. Maybe so. If broadcasting doesn't work out full time, he can get on the Grand Ole Opry maybe.
Now I'm hoping to see it. Shout out Randy. Walhood takes a snap, running away from the defense like Deion Sanders with that ball, flings it over to his receiver. That should be a catch. Matthias Richard. Walhood has shown some capability to get out of the pocket and make some unorthodox throws like he did there.
But the Deion Sanders reference was about spot on. That ball was shimmy and shaking out on the right side, and I think if you're a quarterback coach, you call timeout and say, get over here. You protect that thing, or you're not going to be my quarterback anymore. No doubt. Nice. I mean, he can scramble well. He's really mobile on his feet. I like what he has for head coach Holden Hartley. A lot of positives aside from the scoreboard, a lot of positives for the Surrey Mustangs this year, I think.
Nelson shimmy and shaking, but there's just too many Maroons, and he's brought down. He was brought down by Cooper Nelson, the sophomore who's coming to the game.
Yeah, playing a really nice defensive back, getting some playing time here. But again, we've talked about it all game long, it's not just one-on-one tackling for the Maroons. It's a swarm of Maroons. Every possession, there's probably 2 to 3 people on the ball every single time there's a tackle. It's almost hard to call because you can't really see because there's so many of them.
Yeah. You can just tell by the way that they swarm the ball, like you said, that they work on that every day at practice.
Yep, party at the ball. You said something last year about it, and I can't remember what you said, but it was a meet me at the ball type thing, as there's probably going to be a pass interference here on number 12, Braden Harold.
Looking for his deep threat, Tyler Delby again. Had him, but Maroons interfere with pass interference, and they'll take that. But again, Hunter Walhood drops back, gets to his back foot, and just rips it with confidence. That's the type of stuff where you're going to go back and watch this film, and you're going to highlight, we need that every time.
Yeah.
Throw with confidence. Be confident in that pocket.
I like the throw with confidence. What I don't like is that he has to scramble that much.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the offensive line, they got to create that pocket and give him some ability to step up into the pocket. It's tough to make plays when you're on the run, play in and play out.
There's Gavin Vollmer fighting through tackles. Gets a few extra yards with Maroons hanging off of him.
I also like how he runs, Gavin Vollmer. He runs hard, shoulder pads low to the ground. He's going to hit you, and you're going to feel it for sure when Gavin gets the ball.
Yeah, he's had 3 carries on this possession, 17 yards, 9 yards, and 8 yards. These are the basics that they're figuring out right now, is we need to be able to run the ball. So Good on the Mustangs. They go back to it. That time there is nothing. He's fighting, but for nothing. He's brought down by, yet again, the gang of Maroons that we've been talking about all night.
I believe that was either 52 or 42. Either Mason Johnson or Nels Fagerbaki really shot the gap and blew that play up right from the get-go.
Bring up about 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs here, looking to get on the board once again in this second half. Walhood in the shotgun, Gavin Vollmer to the right. In the pocket, rolls out a little bit, finds the other Vollmer for a touchdown. 6 more points for the Surrey Mustangs. That's Colin Vollmer on the touchdown reception.
So we take a look at just a nice little chip block from Vollmer as he swims over the top of the defensive end right there. Little chip, away he goes into the end zone, completely uncovered. Nice pass from Walhood, able to get into the end zone. Another positive note for the Mustangs, able to score on back-to-back possessions here.
And that's all you really want. Tough game here to open up the season, but just to see your team get in the end zone twice now in the second half, that'll do numbers for them going forward.
That's a mental thing too. You know, it's a mental thing knowing that we can score. Let's not cut out. Divide County's good. They got a lot of good football players, but as again a party at the ball, as this isn't good for Mr. Walhood. He's down rolling around. The cramp is my guess in that left calf as cameraman Owen Miller maxes out our 20 times optical zoom. As we're going to cut to break.
After that touchdown from Colin Vollmer, we look at the NCC scoreboard. It's the Maroons 43 and the Mustangs 12. We'll be right back. We got 2 minutes left of football on opening night.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs. With our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology department, our physical occupational speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
As we come back here to Cal Andrist Field here in Crosby, North Dakota, looks like Hunter Walhood is still out on the field. Looks like they're treating it like it's a cramp, but now it looks like he's going to get brought up to his feet and walked off the field. Been a tough day for Walhood, but he's made some plays in the second half to give him some confidence going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, this will be our only look for the Surrey Mustangs, I believe, this season. Kudos to them making the drive all the way up here from Minot as number 1, the backup quarterback, Isaac Mayfield, steps in, the freshman.
Gets it to Gavin Vollmer, and that's good for the 2-point conversion. That'll bring our NCC scoreboard to Maroons 43, Mustangs 14. 1:40 to go here in this opening night action.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Welcome back into Crosby, North Dakota. Surrey Mustangs getting ready to kick off. It looks like teams lined up on the wrong sides of the ball. Fix that real quick. 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. See if the Maroons receive this and then just kind of kneel this one out, and both teams shake hands, and continue on to next week. Be Delby kicking off. Kicks away.
Oh, live
off
ball.
the Maroon. See who they give it to, but it looks like the Mustangs might have got back on that ball, and they did.
Unfortunate bounce for the Mustangs right off of his ankle. Number 60 for the Mustangs, Hunter Grubb, right there and unable to drop right onto the ball, but good heads-up play from the Maroons to be able to recover it.
That was like a soccer kick there from Delby, just aimed right at that Maroons front line calves and nailed him. Mustangs get the ball back here, a minute 30 to put some more points on the board and continue to just boost that confidence. I like the way the Mustangs have responded here in this second half of the third, fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said at halftime show, you can either roll over and die and let it to be probably 70-0 if you want, or you can see what you're made of and fight back a little bit. And fight back they did. I mean, they've held our halftime score, I think, was 29. So they've held them in check, I guess.
Walhood gets back into the game. That's great to see.
Well, they did.
Fakes.
Number 60 did get the ball. I thought they called Divide County football.
No, they gave it to Grubb.
Oh.
Walhood got it out to Gavin Vollmer. Gain of 7.
Good opportunity again. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here on our NCC scoreboard is to run some 2-minute drill type stuff. You're already on your side of the field, sitting right at the 42-yard line. So it's a good opportunity for Surrey to try move the ball at a faster pace, get things going. Maybe call 2 plays per huddle to get going.
2nd and 4 at the Maroons' 42-yard line. 45 seconds left in this one. Walhood gets it, fakes the screen pass.
Got him.
Launches with confidence. The goal to Colin Vollmer for another touchdown for the Surrey Mustangs.
Let's take a look at that RTC Network's instant replay from the 42-yard line. Pitch and catch from Walhood to Vollmer. Beautiful play. Up it goes, one-on-one. I'm taking Vollmer every play.
It's quite the stat line for Vollmer. 3 catches, almost 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Back-to-back touchdown grabs.
Randy Moss Thanksgiving almost.
That one went for 42 yards. Mustangs will try to tack on 2 more. Walhood in shotgun. Vollmer to the left, inside zone, and he's going to dive for it, and they're going to not give it to him. Just not quite enough effort to reach over and score that one.
That should stop the clock.
Stop the clock at 3 seconds.
Well, let's keep it here.
Yeah, might as well. We only got 3 seconds. We don't want to limit the amount of time we get to talk to our audience. But as we look at that NCC scoreboard, it's the Maroons 43 and the Mustangs 20. And it looks like the Mustangs are just going to call it. Say, we don't care about those 3 seconds. Well, let's just go home, guys.
And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're going to call it. One last look at the NCC scoreboard. It's the Maroons, the victors over the Mustangs, 43-20. Stay tuned. We're going to be coming back with the D&L Paraffin postgame show.
There's a supper at the Moose. And everyone, please get home safely. Thank you, Surrey, for coming.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology department. Our physical, occupational, speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Skin by Legacy Tioga opened doors February 2024. Skin by Legacy is a branch of the Minot location Legacy Health Clinic. Our goal is to bring big city conveniences to the rural and surrounding communities. We offer a number of aesthetic services and more. Skin by Legacy Tioga is open Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find our link to book by Googling Skin by Legacy, by Facebook or Instagram, where you could book at either location. A healthier you starts here. Now accepting new patients.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back to Game Day Media. We've caught up with co-head coach Nate Nelson and our Lindsay Grocery coach's comments. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, here on the field with our Lindsay Grocery coach's comments. We didn't get to talk to you before the game, but we get to talk to you after the game. Coach, you're up 36-zip. You punched them in the mouth. What does that say about your team going into this new year?
Well, I think we came out and we played pretty well. It looked good on the scoreboard, but things were pretty sloppy there for a little while. The execution wasn't good. That's typical first game, so we're happy to get the win. If you win the first one, that means you can't lose them all, I guess.
Sounds good, Coach. But looking forward, you kind of open it up with the run game, but then hit the play action. Is that going to kind of be a point of emphasis just to make everything easy on your playmakers?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been years where we haven't even attempted a pass in the game, and this year we got some guys that can throw and catch, so that really helps. And the play action, the run game sure sets it up with the play action. So yeah, it adds another little dimension to our offense. Sometimes we don't always have that, so it should really help us out.
One last one for you. Did you kind of hide some of the playbook tonight?
We kept a little bit of stuff in the playbook there. It was going to be pretty generic either way because first game. Now it'll be a little more specific to our opponents going forward when we have a little bit of tape to look at. But yeah, it was pretty vanilla tonight for sure.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks for the time. Who do you got next week?
West Hope, Glenburn, Newburgh here again next week. Be a real good test for us.
All right. Sounds good, Coach. Thanks for the time. Back to you, David.
As we take a peek at our Brad Johnson Insurance Players of the Game coming up next, we'll get those lined up, and we'll be back after this break with our three-headed monster, maybe?
At Howglen Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at howgleninsuranceservices.com.
Nesset is here to provide services to the oil and gas industry. We have a fabulous geologic jackpot right here in North Dakota. And what we are doing is providing and developing this resource to be used for years, decades, and generations to come. I look forward to a great future right here in Tioga, North Dakota.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. Noah's a small guy in the group with our three-headed monster, Brad Johnson Insurance Players of the Game. Take it away, Noah.
Yeah, like you said, David, we got our Brad Johnson Insurance Players, plural, of the game. Kind of just a three-headed monster. Traven, you kind of had most of the quarterback snaps. How do you kind of lead your team in that huddle and then when you get on the line of scrimmage?
I mean, we've been working hard this offseason and in practice, so we've created a good team chemistry together, so we were kind of just flowing.
Flowing for sure. And then Stockton, you had 4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown through the air, and then 11 carries, 94 yards. Do you like getting it at the fullback position, or do you like when either of these guys get to air it out to you?
I like them both. I mean, you got to have the line block, and they did a great job tonight. And he threw some good balls. He threw some good balls. It was a combined effort. I like it both. However it happens, it happens.
And then, Damon, for you, you go from kind of wing back in motion all the time, and then your quarterback. How do you kind of rotate between those two positions?
Well, I mean, I just, stay calm, and whatever's presented to me, I just, take it with a level head and do what I can, and just control my emotions and just do what I can.
Well, great words, guys. Thank you for the time. Good luck the rest of the year. Good job. Back to you, David.
Yeah, what well-spoken words from all three of them. Very team-oriented for the guys. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up. We will take a peek where we're going to be next week and talk football, volleyball, what's coming up next on Game Day Media. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this quick break.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region with fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats. We've got you covered. Come in and experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. We are open 7 days a week and look forward to the opportunity to serve you at Lindsay Grocery. Find us on Facebook at Lindsay Grocery.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we care for our community with compassion and excellence. We are proud to be named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the nation. You can count on us today and tomorrow. Call now to schedule your next visit.
bringing it back into the DNL Paraffin post-game show. As it was the Maroons winning 43-20. As we look at the stats, we'll start with Divide County. 264 total team yards, 163 through the ground game, and then 101 through the air. 5 completions out of 9 attempts for 101 on the air. As we look at the individual stats, it was like mentioned earlier, Stockton Nelson, 4 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. And then Traven Head, 1 catch for 27 yards. And that was really all done in the first half. They got that huge lead, and then they were able to just ground and pound out of here. And then as we look at the rushing stats, Damon Bowling, 5 carries, 10 yards. Brady Brown, 1 for -3. Stockton Nelson, our spotlight guy, 11 carries, 94 yards. Traven Head, 8 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Weston Peterson, 2 carries for -9 yards. And then Jake Reisted came in while Stockton Nelson was hurt and had 2 carries for 14 yards. Great job, Jake Reisted, filling in during that possession. And then also looking at Damon Bowling, he had that 64-yard pick six that really swung things open. But the big thing here for the Maroons was they didn't turn the ball over. They were able to do what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they did. I was super impressed by Divide County and what their ability to loosely open up the playbook a little bit. You saw some of that three-headed monster between Damon, I like that deuce, between Damon Bowling, Deuce, and Stockton Nelson and Traven Head. All 3 of them had phenomenal games, but those guys up front, you know, the Maverick Wolves of the groups, I lost my program, but the guys up front giving them those holes to run through and the protection to pass from. And it was a really beautiful display from Divide County, I think, tonight, able to put up 43 points in their opening game. The future's bright for Divide County. It looks like Divide County football of old.
Yep,
I mean, that's to me what it looks like. They had players all over the field making plays. So
doing whatever they wanted to do. But as we flip the page over to the Surrey Mustangs, they had 202 yards of total team offense, 85 through the ground and 117 through the air. A lot of that coming there in that fourth quarter, as it was Hunter Walhood, 10 of 15 for 117 passing yards, along with 3 touchdowns. So pretty good job by Walhood. They got down early, but he stayed calm, cool, collected, and threw some confident throws, especially there in that second half.
Yeah, gutsy player. Had some very nice passes to Volmer, had some nice passes to Thiessen. You know, a lot of good talent in Surrey. The thing, you got to start somewhere. I mean, you got to lay the building blocks for the program, and I think tonight was a good outing for Surrey. Not the outcome that they wanted, but I think that Coach Hartley has to be pretty happy with putting 20 points on the board against Divide County. They're rated number 3 in the region for a reason. I mean, they're a good football team, so they didn't lose a whole lot of kids graduating, but Surrey, they're going to have a good season this year. They're going to try, you know, they could make a push for that number 4 seed in the playoffs, and you never know what happens. I mean, all you got to do is get to the playoffs and see what happens with the Mustangs.
But yeah, talking about their offense, the big problem here is Noah Thiessen. He had 1 catch for 7 yards and then 3 carries for 6 yards. You got to get the ball in his hands more often.
Right. You don't get all region 2024 just by luck. You're a good player. Got to get
doing cardio.
Yeah, you got to get the ball into his hands, and no doubt next game it'll be that way. But again, you got to start somewhere. Got to figure out what you need to do. His first game against Live Action, so you got to see what's going on with it.
And then continuing on with the individual stats, Matthias Richard, 1 catch for 7 yards. Colin Volmer, 3 catches for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great second half from Volmer there to pick up for his team. And then Gavin Volmer had 4 catches, 14 yards, and Tyler Delby had 1 catch for 20 yards, and that was a touchdown. And for the backfield, as I said, Noah Thiessen, 3 carries, 6 yards. Matthias Richard, 1 carry, 2 yards. And then Gavin Volmer, 14 carries, 80 yards. That's another thing. They didn't get away from the run game. They're figuring some stuff out with that inside zone and outside zone. And 14 for 80, that's a pretty good stat line.
That is a very good stat line. Volmer had a very nice game in the backfield. A lot of power behind him when he runs. So, listen, good things, I think, are coming Surrey's way for sure.
And we saw that in the second half. First half was not the Surrey Mustangs you will be seeing the rest of the year. And what did them in was those 3 turnovers, the interception that Walhood threw, and Walhood also had a fumble, and then Gavin Volmer had a fumble. And that about did it for the Mustangs as we look at that scoreboard, 43-20 Maroons. And then as we look forward, next week we will be in Powers Lake, David and I, for the Turtle Mountain and Power RPL Football game 7 p.m. Friday night. That'll be a fun one, like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, just seeing these new teams and kind of getting a feel for how our region teams are going to be looking like this year.
Yeah, that first look at the Outlaws, I think I'm going to watch tomorrow to see what they got, kind of scout for next week. But I think the Outlaws, they could contend for that region championship. Maybe not quite yet this year, but with the kids that they have, with Oakley Grubb getting in the backfield, unhealthy all year last year for basketball, broke his arm or thumb in the football season, so unable to utilize him. But, I mean, between Jace Becker at the quarterback, Ty Barman at the receiver, you got Brody Sinar at another receiver position. You got Oakley Grubb. You got a lot of bigs on the line protecting those guys. So I think the Outlaws are going to have a tremendous year this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. You can watch their first game tomorrow on your live event. And then, like we're saying, we'll be in Powers Lake for the second week game against Turtle Mountain. And then our other channel will be in Kenmare between the Kenmare Bull Bells Honkers and the Alexander Comets. And that'll be another one. We're going to have two barn burners on our channel.
Yeah, you better
week.
get two TVs up, because I think both of those games, I see big things from the Kenmare Bull Bells Honkers. Coach Fraunfelter is going to have those boys rolling. I could see them maybe winning the region in Region 3 9B football, contending with the Divide County, contending with West Hope, Newburgh, Glenburn, Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood. They've got some dudes on their team between Drayson Johnson and Reed Morlock. That combo there is very lethal. I think Region 3 9B football is going to have a big year this year.
100%. Well, on behalf of Game Day Media, we want to thank you for joining in. Shout out Owen Miller, Aaron Griffin, and Colton Lenzen for their great camera work tonight. We appreciate everybody coming out and supporting Game Day Media on this first Friday night of high school football. We'll see you next week. Final score on the NCC scoreboard, Maroons 43-20. I'm Noah Fredrickson along with David Peterson. We'll see you next week.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset, Tioga Ace Hardware, DA Land LLC, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, the Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Patriot Oilfield Service Incorporated, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Skin by Legacy, The Food Barn, Western Education Regional Co-op, Divide County Quarterback Club, Red Rock Chevrolet and GMC of Williston, Investment Center Advisor Group, LPL Financial, Stanley Commercial Club, Modern Dental, Tioga EDC and Chamber of Commerce, Game 1, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.